President Trump, 4 months now into office, still sounds a lot like Republican presidential candidate Trump.
Only one candidate in the general election came to speak to you, and that candidate is now the President of the United States standing before you again.
On Friday, Mr. Trump became the first sitting president to address the NRA since Ronald Reagan. Ahead of his speech, CBS News conducted a survey and found Americans are divided over the president's handling of gun policy. 41% approve and 41% disapprove. 18% don't know. Among Republicans, 73% approve of the job the president is doing on gun policy, while 72% of Democrats disapprove. The poll also found 54% of Americans think gun laws in the U.S. should be more strict than they are now. You can see there, 11% think that they should be less strict, and about a third think that they should be kept as is. Errol Barnett reports.
The 8-year assault on your Second Amendment freedoms has come to a crashing end.
President Trump today assured members of the National Rifle Association that the $30 million the gun lobby spent in support of his election campaign was worth it.
As your president, I will never, ever infringe on the right of the people to keep and bear arms. Never, ever.
The NRA was an early backer of candidate Trump and spent more money on his behalf than any other advocacy group. As president, Mr. Trump has rolled back some Obama-era gun regulations, reversing a ban on lead ammunition at national wildlife refuges and repealing a requirement to report mental illnesses as part of background checks. Mr. Trump also highlighted his appointment of conservative Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court.
He changed his mind to my way of thinking.
Lifetime NRA member John did not want to give his last name. He says it doesn't bother him that Mr. Trump once supported gun control measures like an assault weapons ban.
I'm glad to see that for the first time for a long time we'll have a president who supports the Second Amendment.
Now, while those with the proper Georgia permits are allowed to bring their weapons to this 3-day NRA convention, the Secret Service, as usual, would not allow anyone with a firearm into the hall where President Trump spoke. But people here are very supportive of President Trump. In fact, in a recent CBS poll, 6 out of 10 gun owners say they do like the approach President Trump has taken toward gun control, while 54% of Americans feel that there should be more strict gun laws. It's an open question if the president can translate his popularity among groups like this to the larger electorate. Now, after the president addressed members here of the NRA, he went to a fundraiser for the Republican candidate in Georgia's 6th district. Karen Handel will be running against Democrat John Ossoff because of a vacated seat by Tom Price, who was tapped by the Trump administration to run the Health and Human Services Department. Christine, it remains to be seen if President Trump's political capital extends beyond gun rights issues.